So Joe Keery and Dylan O'Brien are rumored to be casted in the Marvel Universe, but their characters have not been decided yet. It is just rumors. Who would you like to see them as?
I'm going to start off with Joe Keery. I think he doesn't deserve to be in the MCU. I think he deserves to be in the DCU. As a completely different video, I'll get to that later. But if he's in the MCU, if I've got to give it to him, I've got 3 names that I would give to him. The first one being Morph. I don't know if you watched X-Men 97.
Yeah,
or if you've heard of anything.
The guy who can basically steal powers, right?
I think he's like a shapeshifter type deal.
Yeah.
He was kind of a witty, funny guy. Joe Keery's that. I think he could do Morph really well. I'm also going to go with an Iceman. The way that the MCU's going, it's going X-Men. So I'm going to go with Iceman. And my third pick for Joe Keery, I think I'm going to go with Quicksilver. If they're going to do it, I don't think...
I was thinking Quicksilver as well. Is he too similar to...
I don't know. It kind of gives that vibe. Rumors are MCU is going to put him as Harry Osborn. That man deserves more respect than a side character of Harry Osborn. And if you're going to give me Harry Osborn Green Goblin, I've had that already. I'm out. I ain't going to do it. I ain't doing it again. What about you, my dude? What do you got?
I was going X-Men as well for my first pick. For some reason, I can see Joe Keery as a Nightcrawler. This would be like less of the X2 Nightcrawler, who was a bit more emotional and he was definitely a sadder character. And this would be more of like the cartoon Nightcrawler, who kind of reminds me of Spider-Man. I feel like Joe Keery really has the personality to joke around and pull that off. And my other, this one I just kind of threw out there. I could see him as Nova, though, as well. And Nova would be a fun one to throw in.
I've seen that. I don't know a lot about Nova, so I don't know. I mean, more than likely he can be. I just don't know a lot about the character. I've seen that floated around a handful of times. Just not 100% sure who the character is. So, but he's got a dope costume. That's all I know. He's got the sick helmet. I'm here for it, but... Not familiar with Nova all that much.
All right. So what do you think about Dylan O'Brien then?
I think there's only one right answer for Dylan O'Brien. I'll give you 3 or 4, but there's only one right answer, in my opinion.
Okay.
So I'm gonna leave that one for last. I think that if the MCU, I don't know what direction the MCU is going. If they're gonna do a full-fledged reboot recast, I think he would actually be a really solid Hawkeye. I've seen him in like the Maze Runner, and he kind of acrobatic like that. I don't know if you've seen American Assassin. He can do the hand-to-hand. I kind of like him being a normal dude with exceptional abilities. I could also see him being an Iron Fist. I know that they're bringing in the Defenders in in Daredevil Season 2, allegedly. Give me a freaking Dylan O'Brien Iron Fist. That would be pretty sick. If you wanted to go on the baddie side, I think they need to redo Taskmaster. Dylan O'Brien being Taskmaster would be sick. He's in this new movie that's coming out in like March or something like that, where he kind of plays a scummy dude. So I think he's got the chops to be able to play the villain. But I think the correct answer, there's only one option. There's only one guy he can be, and it's got to be Cyclops. Dylan O'Brien has got the ability. He's got the look. He's got the leadership ability to be Cyclops, leader of the X-Men. I think that's the only right answer in this world.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. Dylan O'Brien and Joe Keery are actually very similar in age. They're both early 30s, but Dylan O'Brien has a much older look to him than Joe Keery does. So Joe Keery, I feel like, is going to play those younger characters, where Dylan O'Brien, I completely agree with you. My first pick for Dylan O'Brien is Cyclops. I think he'd make a great Cyclops, and I really think they need to redo Cyclops and give him justice.
Agreed.
My other one, just kind of throwing it out there, I think this would be a fun character, and it would be interesting to see Dylan O'Brien play, is Ghost Rider.
Oh, that would be sick.
I think he has
Ghost
the look
Rider
for
the
it.
MCU. I can see it. With the motorcycle or the hot rod, like in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Right.
Motorcycle,
Exactly.
dude. He's got to be motorcycle.
It's got to be a motorcycle.
It's
not even Ghost Rider if it's not a motorcycle.
Ghost Cruiser, bro.
But, I think that he definitely has that look to him, especially from, like you were saying, American Assassin to play one of those grittier characters.
For sure.
I did hear Iceman. You brought up Iceman. I've heard that as a rumor for both of them, really. I really can't see either of them as Iceman, though.
Yeah. It's hard. Iceman's not a well-known character other than, he was in the first trilogy, but he kind of played a side character on most of those. So I'd like to see Iceman done right as a real Omega-level threat. I think would be sick, but we'll see. We'll see.
Definitely. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with our picks? Who would you cast these guys as in the MCU?